up in Australia and New Zealand in just a couple of weeks. But the NWSL doesn't stop, Renee. Gotham and Angel City both leaning on some players that are further down on the roster and so far scoreless at halftime.
Yeah, they stepped up. I mean, it was a slow start to the game as teams were getting settled in for both groups. We just saw them get some rhythm, some momentum, and definitely the confidence and the flair picked up as the half went on for an exciting finish of the first half.
Yeah, first 20 minutes was a little bit of that feeling out process, but as we show you the highlights, it was Gotham pressing high up the field that started to get them some momentum.
Strong defense leading to some offensive chances. We look here just pressuring Harachich's pass, kicked off by Goodman's daughter, and then Delaney Sheehan off the swivel touch, unable to fire that one and put it away, but that's a great play. And then it came back the other way. And we talked about McCaskill in the open. This is exactly what McCaskill can do. But Abby Smith, just a fantastic save. So both keepers with phenomenal plays to keep this one scoreless after the first half, Evan.
Yeah, we'll see the one from Harachich in just a minute. That from Abby Smith, she's been doing that all season long. Just a couple of minutes after that, full field move by Gotham, and it's Harachich who comes up with a big stop.
This is where we started to see the creativity. We see Yasmin Ryan combining there with Sheehan, gets in behind, draws two defenders, gets a good look on net, and Harachich again with the save, and they weren't done, especially down the left flank. This time, Jenna Niswanger, hello, with these shots, just catching Harachich. Harachich makes a fantastic save to punch that one over.
Harachich here at Gotham for 3 seasons, now the starter at Angel City, and has been a big reason why their defense has really improved over the last couple of weeks. But if there's a goalkeeper we got to talk about, it's Abby Smith. The job that she has done, save percentage over .760 so far this year, and that only goes up today with this incredible save that she made on Savannah McCaskill.
Well, you see why. I mean, the composure here as this play is developing. It's just a traditional play that ball's working around, and in the deep pass in, look at that, 35, 45, 50 yards, and you find McCaskill in behind, and Abby Smith gets her footing, gets her mitts down. Great goalkeeper save there. That's exactly what you teach, to cut down the angle and to keep that one out of the net. Nicely done by Abby Smith.
Breakout season for Abby Smith. Really her first time getting to be a full-time starter. She has made the most of that opportunity. Well, we're not done here on halftime. When we come back, we're going to have a little 4th of July fun and play a game of red, white, and who? We'll find out what that's all about when we come back.
Here's some advice. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. But if you discover a drink with great taste and none of the sugar, well, that's probably Smirnoff Ice, 0 sugar. Sounds too good to be true, but it is true. I've seen it. My advice? Choose Smirnoff Ice.
Every individual wants to be here in Madison Square Garden, whether it's from sports, from the music industry. When you make it here, you done made it. I'm John Starks. I'd like to invite you to join me to come check out a place I consider to be my second home for well over 30 years now. It's amazing to see the transformation that the Garden staff is able to make on a nightly basis. You may have a basketball game, at 1 o'clock, and all of a sudden they have to flip and you have a hockey game that night, or you have some type of show going on. It's just second nature to them. You can't duplicate New York energy. From the city, from the arena. There's no other place you'd rather be but here in New York. I'm John Starks. Join me for an unforgettable experience right here at Madison Square Garden. Book now at getyourguide.com.
Sure, you should teach him to ride a bike. Then use Greenlight and teach him how to invest in bikes. Teach him to be smart about money and he'll go far.
Super far. Oh, hey, Mom.
Navigate the world of money together. Invest in your best investment. Greenlight.
Hey, cancer, heart disease, and the rest of you illnesses. At Hackensack Meridian Health, we are ready. We believe that no matter what's thrown at our patients, we're here to help them overcome it. With hearts that know no limits, the latest innovations and procedures that are changing the world of medicine, and care that's stronger than any illness. So that today and every day, we're ready.
Scoreless at the break at Red Bull Arena, Gotham FC and Angel City. Our first game of this World Cup window, one of 2 NWSL League games we'll have, then the Challenge Cup play will begin the following week. For that duration, Gotham will be without 6 players, more than most teams in the league, due to World Cup duty. 3 for the U.S. women's national team, including leading goal scorer Lynn Williams and starting midfielder Christy Mewis. Kelly O'Hara in her 4th World Cup. Then you've got some debuts. Bruninha, the youngster for Brazil, Ifiona Monu going for Nigeria, and the incredible story of Sinead Farrelly returning to pro soccer after 7 years after reporting Paul Riley for sexual abuse. She comes back in and makes the Irish national team for the World Cup. One of the most inspiring stories in all of sports over this year. Now, Mana Shim also joining her here at Gotham. But while we have you, we're going to have to see some players step up, right? So it's 4th of July weekend. Renee was looking for a pun. I think she came up with a good one. It's red, white, and who needs to step up for Gotham? And in fact, it's going to be a player that you'd consider a star for them that will start this with coming back from injury in Midge Purse.
And we haven't seen her take the field yet tonight, but I imagine she's going to get some minutes in the second half. That's Midge Purse. Midge Purse has been out the entire season. She played 4 games, scored 2 goals, had 2 assists. So it's so important for her as she just passed the 100 mark for her NWSL appearances to get back into a rhythm, get flowing, get going. And she's definitely my first player that's important, especially as this is a postseason, potentially strong championship-winning Gotham FC team.
Yeah, they certainly look playoff bound, and perhaps a lot more for them. Midge Purse, 2 goals and 2 assists in her first 2 games this year before she picked up that torn quad, missed 2.5 months. They get her back at the perfect time. If she hadn't torn that quad, she might have been on the plane.
I think you're 100% right.
Yeah, so it's a real chance for Midge Purse to show what she can do. Still a very young player, very promising. All right, give me another name. Red, white, and who needs to step up?
I'm actually going to go with Yasmin Ryan. So Yasmin Ryan has been doing a great job. As we saw today in the first half, she has speed. She plays aggressive. She can help you attack, and she's got versatility. But we've seen her fluctuate in the roster with Gotham this season as she's come into the mix as one of those new faces. So I think it's a great time for her to get that confidence, get going, and figure out what her role is to help this team take that next step.
All right, you're looking at the forward line. How about in the midfield, maybe? Who are we looking at?
I'm going to go Neely Martin. Neely Martin has that phenomenal long throw, but she's got so much more she adds to it. That assist last week, we've seen her winning a lot of 50-50. She's very aggressive, and she's someone that, playing off of someone like Christy Mewis and Allie Long, is going to be able to help them solidify this midfield as being one of the best in the league to consistently control the tempo.
We talk a lot about the veterans of this team. Gotham is the oldest team by average age in the entire league. That was their intentional strategy, but they've got a really impressive rookie. What a time for Jenna Niswanger to really show what she can do, and we saw it in this first half tonight.
Jenna Niswanger has been another player that's come into the mix and just really hit the ground running. And you look at her play in the left flank and how she's locked into that role, whether it's getting a shot, a cross, a shot, a pass, getting up the field, whatever it is that she adds, she just goes. She just reminds me of kind of like an Energizer bunny. She's up and down the park. She is able to help them create, and she's very consistent, which you don't often see for rookies, which makes it that much more exciting to see how she continues to progress.
Yeah, real fun matchup between her and the veteran Jazz Spencer. 10-year difference between the two of them tonight. We'll see that battle continue in the second half. All right, give me one more, an X factor, someone that really you're looking at to step up here for Gotham.
There's a few, but I think I'm going to have to go with Delaney Sheehan. She's been really earning more minutes. We see her get more, she's been starting, she's been playing more. We see her get more involved into the attack. And today, especially as we watch those first 45 minutes, she's been more active on the field too. So if she can bring that, she brings a great size. As that target striker, she's able to draw a lot of defenders, and we see her creating chances, maybe with a goal or 2 or an assist to help really pick things up a notch. I think it's Delaney Sheehan that can help solidify their attack.
It's a once in 4 years opportunity, the World Cup, not just for the players on the plane, but for the players who are still at home to make their mark and earn their minutes. We'll see who can do that, red, white, and who can do that for Gotham FC over the next 6 weeks. All right, we got the second half when we come